And so today we are going to be talking about one of our education courses that we teach. But before we get going, for those who are new, let's just really quickly run through what New Era is. So if you don't know what New Era is, I just want to make sure you understand how unique we are and how we actually have a platform that can truly transform your life financially. And so as you know that today we are going to be talking about print on demand, e-commerce and drop shipping. And a lot why we do these education overviews is because what we are showing everyone is so different from anything else that you can see on traditional academies. And so because there's AI and this technology moving forward, we want people to really understand that they can actually leverage a lot of these tools for a fraction of cost or sometimes even for free to start earning passive income. Because, there's Forex trading, there's crypto trading, and a lot of the times now, if you, a lot of the major banks and companies, and even through New Era on our back end, we actually are using bots to help make sure that all the results are what it needs to be. And there are so many advertising videos and things all over the internet about how you can make $10,000 in 30 days, or it's so much money daily. And the thing is actually it is possible, but it's about learning the right way and using the tools the right way to get there. And so the big thing on this is about the autopilot. You want to make passive income, and because the thing is right now is the only thing we can't create new of is time. So there's only 24 hours in a day. You work your 9 to 5. And the thing is that if you don't leverage this passive income using YouTube, there's TikTok, there's tons of different social media platforms that you actually can then turn around and sell on Amazon, on Walmart, on Etsy, even on Shopify. And that is what we are going to be talking about today. And then everything is actually done drop shipping, meaning that you do not have to touch anything. You do not have to create anything. You don't even need to handle the product. A company will do it for you. All you're doing is telling the company what to do. So you're creating the content ahead of time. And there, again, lots of different programs I'm going to show you, a lot of different platforms that you don't need to be a graphic designer or know any design background to be able to get onto this. And so I'm going to just quickly review this of people understanding what New Era is. And of course, what we are sharing today is not guaranteed business. You do have to put in the effort. You do have to follow our education platform in order to be able to get that financial success. And it all depends on what you do. Because if you just put out one item and you sit there, you don't do anything else, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be making $10,000, a month on that, right? And so it's really whatever effort you put in is what you're going to get out. And of course, many of you know we actually have multiple locations. We actually have 2 locations in Canada, one in the UK, and one coming up in Dubai. And our amazing CEO has now put this this whole academy together to help others get ahead. There's myself. I'm the managing director of New Era and of education for New Era. And then we have Henry Urian for the marketing manager. And so the reason why we show all these people is we are not just stock photos. We are real people here to help you. And everybody has their own background. And what makes us so unique is we actually have a whole hybrid ecosystem also that supports our education. And we use everything that we teach in order to also create extra income for our corporate side also. And so everything works together to then generate. We have our vision board, we have our visa, we actually even have our own brokerage now. And so our academy starts at 50 all the way up to 10,000. And what makes us so unique from any other academy is because that we actually provide point systems. So if you are new on this call, make sure you get back to the person who introduced this to you, because they will explain beginning to end of actually how this education can actually pay you when you graduate. You'll actually earn money at the end too. And so I'm just going to dive right into it. Oh, I'm going to share my screen here. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Oops, cancel. There we go. So a lot of people have seen me talk about this platform a lot, and it's Etsy. And the reason why I focus a lot on Etsy is because it's low entry. And it's actually quite easy and intuitive to use. And so today we're going to talk about print on demand and understanding what print on demand is. And so if I put in, so I put mom right here because it's Mother's Day is coming up. So I'm going to put Mother's Day t-shirt. And so what you'll see here are all of the things that are popular right now, ranking right now, and you can actually order customized items. And so next to Amazon, the next most busy store traffic is actually Etsy. And so what makes this so amazing is that it's low entry, like I said. Amazon actually has a application process to become an Amazon merch member, where this one, Etsy, you just have to pay $20 to open up a shop. This is something totally new. The reason why they did that was because there was a lot of spam and scammers going into Etsy trying to scam people. So they put that in order to help mitigate that. And so I'm just going to do a product analytics. I do have this. I will actually post all of these. Links in the group chat shortly. But what I want you to see is the potential that you can make. So this, I didn't even know this. Okay, so this is so crazy. This personalized mom sweatshirt, it's so simple. It just generated over $208,000 last month. That's just 1 month. This custom embroidered one, 51,000. These are anomalies, but I will show you guys what this looks like and how amazingly crazy it is. So 61 people have bought this in the last, so it shows you how in the last 24 hours, why is it doing that now? In the last 24 hours, you can see this. I don't know why it's doing this highlight. But as you can see here, so you can personalize with the child's name, and it's just a simple print, and that's it. And they're making, there's a product analysis here on the back end. And so you can see it's only 7 months old, this store, and it's already making this money. And so this is where I want you to understand how crazy the sales can be if you get the right ingredients together. So the whole big thing about print on demand is about getting the right ingredients together. Oops, I just deleted the one that I wanted to show you guys. Okay. And so all of these items you're going to see for Mother's Day, there are other items, there's blankets, there's tumblers. It's not necessarily just t-shirts and these type of other items. So it's like Mother's Day, customized gift. So it'll show us, of course, all the different customized gifts. So these items here, even the mugs, these are all done through print on demand, right? All of these are print on demand. And so what does that mean? So you would just create an account through a company. The one I use a lot is Printify. There are lots of others. The reason why I use Printify is they have an amazing big catalog of items. They've made it quite easy. So let's say for Mother's Day, we're going to click Mother's Day here, and it's going to give me all the different items they think that's been ranking high for them year after year for Mother's Day. And so there's different tanks. These are all blanks. And so what we're doing then is turning around and adding what we want on here in order to sell it. So let's say we want to do this water bottle. So they have this different samples, different sizes. And what's great is it tells you all the locations it can ship to. There's a wraparound, and then all you do is you just start designing and you're ready to go. And so you can just upload your design, which I'll show everybody quickly how easy that is. Oops. I clicked the wrong one. Upload from my device. I'm just going to pick a random picture from here. So I'm going to just pick this, open. And so this is what I have, and you can actually preview this. You can personalize this as with the name on it and everything like that. You can actually also do different sizes here. So they have different sizes. So let's say we want to offer all the sizes, and you can drag and drop, make this bigger, smaller in order to make this work. And I can even add the name or whatever customization I want on this also. And so as you can see, then there's a preview of this that you can look at, that you can actually download and load onto your Etsy page. And so this looks very, so people get an idea of what it's going to look like, right? So it's, as you can see, it was really quick. And this design was actually, this print was generated through AI. And again, that's something that we show on the back end through our education to be able to use. And let's say that you don't want to, you're not creative, you don't have AI. If you for a minimal amount of fee, I think this is like $9 a month or $4 a month. There is a program called Creative Fabrica. And so all you do is on here, let's say you have to do your research always. And then, so here I put actually mom, and that's why this all came up. And what you want to do at the bottom here, you want to do print on demand, because this tells you that you can actually use these prints for print on demand. And then you can now use these prints, download it, and now you can now sell it right off the bat. So you don't actually have to create these. So let's say I like this particular Caracar sublimation. So I'm going to download this. And also you make sure you read the rights. A lot of it tells you what the commercial license is. And then you're done. So you could actually put this print now on t-shirts, on mugs, on tumblers, anything that you actually want. And so it's quite fun to be able to do all of these things, and the designs are already there. And so what I would suggest to always do is actually add a little bit of element. Don't just copy and paste and put it on there, because if you had that idea, so did hundreds of other people. So that's one thing. And so again, we could put it on mugs. You can do mom and child, sets and things like that. So what's great is after you've created this, you can turn around and you can also sell it on Shopify. So now the difference between Shopify and Etsy, you can still link on your print on demand, but you can actually build your own brand. And so if you were on the call yesterday, the importance of building your own brand, and this is what we're talking about, is that there is, you want to be able to create your own brand. And now you're not at the mercy of Etsy, right? You can actually, so sometimes Etsy will pull listings off, or they will shut down stores if you have copyright infringement. So always make sure, through our training, we always make sure you don't have any copyright infringements. But understand that this is where you want to do. Or once you've got that, you've already made it, you can actually sign up for Walmart Shop Marketplace. Excuse me. As you can see, it's also linked to Printify. So you can create all of these items, sell it on Walmart Marketplace, and this is brand new. So I've actually just linked up my account today. So I'm going to just start posting all the things that I previously created onto Walmart Marketplace now. And of course, there is Amazon merch. So Amazon merch, again, is a little bit harder. You do have to apply. And if you don't get accepted, don't get discouraged, because they only actually accept certain periods of the year. They will only accept certain amount of sellers. So they're very, very strict, but it's worth getting onto. So if you can do that, that would be great. And as you can see here, the numbers are not as great as Etsy, but it is money that is sitting there. So this one just got on Amazon, in January. There's a few different ones here. Like this one's already sold $791 worth. This one sold $900 worth, and so let's say we put funny t-shirts. And so everything I show, I always do a research and analytics on the back end, just to ensure. Oh, let's do it for child, just so it's not such a huge range of items. And so what we want to do here is we do quick analytics on the back end, just to make sure that it's worth doing. And so as you can see, like children's clothes actually do a lot better than adult clothes. Like this particular item is, well, this is a Hawaiian shirt, so that's different. But on print on demand, there are lots of different items that you can choose. There are all over prints that you can do for this. And so here we go, estimated revenue. Let's rank it from highest to lowest. Oh, it's a little bit longer because there's lots of information here. And so as you can see here, there's, $800. Oh, let's get this resorted here. I'm still waiting. But see, like this all over print, you can actually go on to Printify here and actually be able to create, edit. Let's just go back. Yes, close. And so when you go to catalog, there are, say, t-shirts, let's say. there are specific ones that you can find that says all over print. Like, do you see this one? All over print. So it's AOP. That's what it means. There's polo shirts. There's tons and tons of there, and there's pages of them. And so what's really interesting here is that you want to find something that's unique. If you've been through my classes, I tell people all the time to make sure that, oh, this one is like a sleeve and pajama set that's just actually a new thing. And so really check back on these all the time. But what's really great is, let's say I pick this particular one and I can go here. There are here, providers. Oops, where's here, show additional providers. And so here you can see these are all the local US providers. So for me, I concentrate on the local US providers because I understand that it's a majority of my clientele is from the US. But what's really great here is, if you look, each partner, they can print on different parts. Like, I use SwiftPod all the time. So you can print on the front, back, the sleeves, the neck, the inner label. So when I'm doing my own Shopify store, I use the SwiftPod specifically because I can actually print my own brand name on the back of the neck label. And you can see they have one of the highest numbers of color selections for majority of the products. The other one I use is called Monster Digital. But lately they've seen that their ranking has been dropping, which means that we don't want our clients to be upset, because we can't control what the shipper does. So it's really important to find a shipper that you can trust. And so that's why I always use SwiftPod. This guy is new, so I haven't tried this Underground Threads yet. But again, it only does front and back. And you can see that the price is actually a little bit higher, including the shipping is higher. So I try not to use people that, so if I'm just, balancing the customer service with the services that I want, right? So as you can see, there's lots of different ways to make money on print on demand. You can do, and on the catalog, there's endless amounts. I'm just going to go back here. I'm sorry, I have allergies today. The brand new one, I was so excited about this because, of course, now I want to create my own coffee shop. And this one, you actually can create your own brands of coffee. So you can create a Shopify store specifically for coffee, creating the different labels for this. This would be so much fun. You can do custom on this and ship it out for Mother's Day. And so why I'm concentrating, there's Mother's Day, there is Teacher Appreciation Day and Nurse Appreciation Day. They all happen in the same week. And so in print on demand world, this is actually the next highest sales season. So if you want to get into print on demand, this is where you want to go to get going on this. And what I'm going to do here too is I'm going to now start popping all of the links to everybody on this so you can get that. And oh, I'm going to just stop this.
Recording stopped.
If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask now, but I'm just going to pop into the chat box all of the different links for everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry, Susan, you're muted? Let me see. Can you unmute yourself? It shows you're unmuted, Susan, if you want to say anything. I'm just going to pull up the links for everybody. So the Etsy link that I use to do the research that you guys saw is called Everbee. So I just sent the link on there. The next one I use is, of course, the Etsy. I'm going to put the Etsy account. Again, it is now $20 for you to start. But if I put it on there, you'll also get 40 free listings if you use that link. And I use that Creative Fabrica, which this link will also give you a discount to get started. And what's the other one? Shopify. If you want to create your own Shopify store. So if you're new to this call, a lot of these print on demand and all these other types of e-commerce type of courses, it actually starts with the $500 package and up. And so if you are able to do that, I would suggest that would be the minimal amount that you start with, because that gives you the most value for your money. Even for the $50 package, though, we do show, how you make money through digital assets of using, Google, because there's Google Sheets and Google Words that we also share. And so there is other ways, but the sort of the easiest entry to just really start catapulting yourself a lot faster into this industry is doing it through this method. Does anybody else have any questions? I put all the links on there so everybody understands. But yeah, if right, it's pretty exciting right now because there's like Amazon merch, and there's Walmart merch now that we can just leverage this, because the old days of drop shipping, of finding the product, finding the people, and trying to connect it and trying to push like everybody else, it is just too hard to do that traditional type of drop shipping now. And so now we can hyper focus on specific niches to enable to now generate higher sales. Like you saw the astronomical sales on there, like $200,000, a month. And so if you hit the right ingredients, put the right things together, it is possible. So make sure you tap into the courses, get back to the person who signed you up, and so you can get started. And if you don't have any questions, we will sign out.